this is Yonah Eveline with San Diego Motorsports, and we're in here in Clay Millican's truck, and top fuel driver, Las Vegas Speedway. How is it going out there today?
Tell you what, we had a hot day today, and I mean that literally. It was, you know, it was a great weekend starting out. Qualified third, which is our best qualifying position of the year so far, and I was pretty excited about today. And obviously the weather changed drastically from yesterday. It's high 80s yesterday and 50-some degrees when I walked out of the hotel this morning. And I was looking forward to it. Racing one of the Coletta cars, David Grubnick. Felt our chances were pretty good, and left the starting line. Everything's just trucking right along. I don't see anybody in the other lane, which is good. And then boom! I mean, we had a nice old boomer. It was worth 3 Tylenols and maybe a couple aspirins. It was,
oh my goodness!
Yeah. You can't see it, but I'm pretty sure my head's like thumping right now.
Oh no!
But hey, it's part of the deal. You know, it's part of. I told the guys, you know, they're all bummed out. We haven't lost first round at all this year. We're doing pretty good in the points. Hey, it's just one of those days. It is, to say it, I hate to say that, it's racing.
Yeah,
it's part of
that's
the deal.
part of the game.
Part of the deal.
Yeah.
You lose more than you win. That's what makes winning that much more
That's
fun.
why there's only one number one, right?
Yeah, that's true. Today it's not us.
Well, how has the wind been playing a factor in your racing? Because other tracks haven't been as windy, but you come here, there's trash bags that are caught in the trees and wind is running around. How is that playing into your parachutes and the design of the car? Is it pushing you sideways? What's going on?
Well, you know, with the top fuel cars, wind doesn't bother it as much going down the racetrack. I mean, when you're, you know, if you have a 30 miles an hour, that sounds really funny. You have a 30-mile-an-hour wind.
And you're going 300.
That's what I was trying. You knew where I was headed with that. So the wind's not that big a factor, so to speak, until you open the parachutes. Well, I didn't have to deal with it because the car set itself on fire. And stopping wasn't an issue because I was on the brakes pretty hard because I was on fire. But, you know, for some of the other classes, like the Pro Stock cars, boy, it really bothers them. And the drivers have a lot going on when they open the chutes. And, you know, it's just a constant changing thing that crew chiefs have to deal with all the time. The weather affects how you tune the car. The weather affects how the car is going to react to what they did. And it gets way too complicated for a guy that matches the gas pedal for a living.
Right. So how is your crew doing? How's your crew chief doing? How's everybody, like, pulling together, especially after this fire?
Well, I mean, you know, they basically got the car ready to go. Our next race is in Charlotte. It's the 4-wide Nationals, which will be different for me. I've never participated in 4 top fuel cars going at one time, so that'll be a little bit different. But I'm pretty happy with the progress the team's making as far as how the car's running, what's been going on with the car. And, you know, it's kind of a bummer what happened, but if you're going to lose first round, you know, you might as well set the thing on fire. You get guaranteed television time that way, you know. And that's what we did. We didn't do it on purpose, but
right. But
you know,
maybe you figured out something for Charlotte. You know, get things tuned a little bit better. Dial those knobs in.
Exactly. You know, it was just pure little parts breakage. You know, nobody did anything wrong. You know, we're not a group that points the blame at any person ever, even if they make a mistake. And today it was just parts breakage. I mean, you know, things happen. And I don't know, you know, it's costly. Mark and Lauren Pickens that own the team, you know, when you set one on fire like that and throw the rods out of it, you know, it hits the bank account pretty good. But we've got a lot of great sponsors involved with this team, and that's part of what they're here for, you know.
Well, you mentioned sponsors, so who's sponsoring you other than Parts Plus? Like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, you know, see, I'm wearing the old Valvoline hat. You know what, I gotta say this. Valvoline has just been awesome to work with. You know, we started producing their oil, and, you know, the car just won't run without Valvoline. That's all there is to it. And
I don't think there's a lot of cars that would run without Valvoline.
yeah, I agree. But I mean, it's a lot of different companies involved with our car. I mean, we've got, as I said, Valvoline, we've got Bendix Brakes, we've got Standard Motor Products. A lot of the vendors that do business with Parts Plus became involved with the race team because if they're selling products through Parts Plus, then they wanted to be part of Parts Plus marketing program. And this year, luckily for all of us here, you know, the top fuel car is their marketing program. And so it's pretty awesome. You know, we bring a lot of guests out from the stores, the warehouses, customers, and all the vendors involved also bring people out. And part of our job is entertaining. You know, that's what we do. You know, we're here to race, we're here to win, but all the people that are here, we got to make sure they have a good time.
Absolutely. Well, we are so happy that you are not on fire and that you're here, and we're going to be seeing you in Charlotte and seeing how you race. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us
Thank you
today.
as always.
This is Yonah Eveline with San Diego Motorsports.